I consider it a distinct honor to be here with you this morning to celebrate our shepherds, the pastors of First Baptist Church here in Danville. Over the course of the last several months, our leadership teams here at the church compiled a survey and mailed it out to some random members of our congregation. The survey focused on the work our pastors put into their ministries here at First Baptist, and while all the results came back favorably, we received some good questions from our congregation that we really feel it would be a disservice on our part to not have answers for them. As such, we've asked our pastors to join us here this morning on the platform so we can get at these questions answered in a more public forum. So if we could have our pastors come in, and I know some of you may be visiting today, so let me just introduce them to you. First of all, if our pastors, Pastor Harry Wonderland is our senior pastor. Pastor Harry, I see you got a cowboy hat. I thought you were cowboy boots.
I couldn't find the kickers this morning.
Oh, okay. And then Pastor Beveridge, senior pastor emeritus. So, pastors, thank you so much for being agreeable to be with us this morning. Hopefully this will be a great learning lesson for all of us gathered here. So let's get started, shall we? Pastor Harry Wonderland, this first question is for you. Can you give us a little history of why you came to Danville?
Well, Bob, I'd love to, but you see, the only thing we learn from history is that we never learn from history. And so I don't really think it's time well spent. Besides, open mouth, insert foot.
Okay, I see. Well, can you at least show us some examples of things that you've accomplished since your arrival here at First Baptist?
You know, Bob, that's the problem with Christians today. We're all Missouri Christians. Show me this, show me that. I don't understand why we always must be shown something, and besides, I don't have one of my object lessons prepared for this event. I guess I do have one example for you, though. Recently, Lynn and I started a new music ministry, and we're calling it Silver Fox Ministry. It's a praise and worship team band of all bass guitar players and nobody else. We're finding out about it, and we want to do it here some Sunday. What do you think about it, Bob? All bass players up here rocking it out for Jesus.
Well, that does sound very interesting, and I'm sure the church music director would love it all.
Harry, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be a missionary. I mean, bass guitar players sound gloomy and all, but we're all called to be missionaries. I mean, I'm a missionary. He's a missionary. She's a missionary. Wouldn't you like to be a missionary too?
You know, Bud, that's an excellent point you're making. There's a question here for you too. One of our members wants to know what you like best about the mission field.
Bob, I'm glad you asked. My favorite thing about missions is the song that I wrote about it.
Well, I'm not sure we have time for that.
Here it goes. I'm a missionary. You're a missionary. We're all missionaries. Oh! My fault. I'm sorry. That was me.
Oh boy now, Bud, I don't mean to take the speck out of your eye while I'm ignoring the totem pole in mine, but that's exactly why we're not to bring coffee into the sanctuary. We need to restrict those types of beverages to the Beverage Family Life Center. No pun intended.
I'm sorry, you got over it. That was a good song.
It was.
Speaking of beverages, we haven't heard from Pastor Cal Beveridge yet this morning. Pastor B, how are you doing this morning?
Well, Bob, it appears that I'm surrounded by a bunch of sinners. I'm referred to as Pastor Bivlack by practically everybody I come in contact with. And while we're on the subject, they changed the color of the sanctuary from blue and white to mostly white. Don't they know that I'm the greatest Penn State fan this area has ever seen?
Speaking of fans, Pastor Dawes wasn't here. Where was he? He must have been... Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Pastor Dawes, looks like you get a lot of support at marathon races. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to see you can join us.
My sincere apologies. I would have been here a lot sooner.
You must have had a prior commitment, it appears.
Well, no, my truck broke down along Route 80. But I figured since I have the gift of running, I would just hoof it the rest of the day.
Well, we're glad to see you arrive safely.
Praise the Lord. You know, I'm not sure I know you. Robert Davies. Robert, can I call you Bob?
No, Robert's good.
You know, besides the Bible, this is my second favorite book. I take it with me everywhere I go. It's been a really big help for me.
I bet it was a big help the other week finding your way around dicing your
Pastor Dawes, we're really glad you finally made it. You weren't lost or riding around the shuttle bus for hours at basic.
Actually, we sent a search party into the hospital the other day searching for you, Bob. But it seems the thing that we're going to have to implement the buddy system on our trips to Geisinger. That way, when one of us gets lost, we'll have a buddy to keep us company.
Well, gentlemen, let's try to focus, okay? Now, who haven't we heard from yet? Oh, yes, Pastor Dave. How are you today, my good friend?
Oh, I'm wonderful. How are you, Bob?
I'm great. But I have a question for you, Pastor Dave, if you don't mind. Now that you're semi-retired, our congregation was wondering what your secret is for your success all these years.
Bob, I'd be glad to answer your question. And I really, sincerely, genuinely, and honestly, with all my heart, would love to share the secret with you and this congregation. But you know, my recipe has been a secret since my visit.
No offense taken, Pastor Dave. I think another round of congratulations are still in order, as you recently kind of retired from the ministry field, and the church had a wonderful celebration for you, didn't they? But one of the questions I personally have is, I'd like to know what you thought of the celebration, and more specifically, the nice dinner and meal the congregation laid out for you.
Oh, you must think you're looking good for sure. You know, Bob, it's never my character to offend anyone in any way. But I was really hoping to see more of my hot buttered biscuits and extra spicy KFC buffalo wings on the menu. The lasagna was a nice touch, too.
Well, you've got to admit, Dave, we're getting very good at serving dinners and celebrations here at First Baptist.
Yes, we are.
Penn State!
I think we're getting a little off track here with this question and answer session.
Lest we should boast, Bob, lest we should boast.
I'm sorry to say, I think we're about out of time.
Out of time? Come Come on now, Bob, we're pastors. We take as much time as we need.
Amen. Calm down, newbie. It'll be all right. Oh, I sincerely hope that I didn't offend you in any way. I'm sorry for that comment. Here, have a bucket of chicken.
Well, I think that about wraps up this question and answer time. But before we go, I have one last question to ask the group. Who really is the pastoral leader for us here at First Baptist Church?
I am.